A really interesting question that Cash asked. He asked if we could do a 1 millimeter deep inset where the logo goes into the koozie, and a 2 millimeter thick logo that you could then heat up and push into the inset and glue. And I have not done this, but I think we can figure it out together. And I think we can come up with two options with at least one of them working, but hopefully they both work. So let's see if we can't do this together quickly. So we will scale the logo and make sure our X and Y are how we want it. I'm going to leave it this size because we've already done it this size. So let's do that. So let's double click our logo, change our depth to 1 millimeter like we want, and make sure that we have it laying on the surface. So we're going to see if we can't inset this into the surface. So we will take this and what I will probably do, honestly, is change our view a little bit. So you see how we see the color there? I'm going to change it just until we don't see any color. And move it just like that. No, actually, you know what? We need a slight bit of color. I'll tell you guys why in a second. So we need to have just like that. So you know what, Cash? It's going to stick out just slightly. So if you want, you could probably do your depth at like 1.1. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, I think that's good. Alright, so what we'll do is the easiest way. Select the koozie, right click, clone, and we're going to make a copy real quick. Drag that one over here. Alright, now we got two options. I'm actually going to clone it one more time because I want to give you two options to get this right. So we will clone it once more. Alright, so on this one, we're going to split to object. So we'll hit this and split to objects. And that will give you this logo, delete the koozie. This one, we're going to double click the icon, uncheck this, and then go into our scale, uncheck the uniform scale, okay? And then change that to 2. So you have your right depth because that's going to change your Z. And now we can select this and hit split to objects again. Click out of it, delete the koozie. So this will give you the flat one. This will give you the curved one. Okay. This is why I said we'll give you two options to do this correctly. And I know that one of these will work. I'm just not sure which one. Obviously, you would lay that one flat. You could lay this one flat, but I would probably print this one standing up with some supports and a brim. It should come out just fine as well. As for the cutout, let's click our plate. All right, double click your SVG. Your best route, you're gonna hit cut to make a cut into there. But you're also going to go up to your scale. Now, if we leave it as the same exact size that we already had it, it's going to be too tight of a fit, and it may fit, it may not. Most likely it won't. So what I suggest is scaling the X and the Y and the Z. It doesn't matter. The Z is only going to go up by 0.03 or something like that. But going up by about 0.1 to 0.2 millimeters. So I would start at 0.1, or you could go maybe 0.15 if you know your printer better than I do. I normally scale up 0.1. So 30.58 in this case. Oh, let me select uniform. Make sure you select uniform first. So 30.58. And again, changed it 0.1, 0.1, and this only went up 0.03, I think. That will give you a little bit of a gap in the X and Y, and only goes back, 0.03 millimeters in the depth, which is nothing. We can click out of that, click slice plate, and now as you can see there is a slice and a depth cut within the Koozie. And now you have that cut out there, and then obviously you have your logos here. You want to lay that down flat. This one you're going to have to print with a support most likely. Let's see. Yeah. You don't need, that's a very large brim. I don't think you need that type of brim. But you definitely need a support. Let's see. Yeah, just on the bottom of the V right there. So worst case, you can print this one. And this one will definitely fit on the left. But I do understand wanting to print this one and maybe printing out like a holographic plate or something like that too, which would be super cool. So I hope this helps. Let me know how that works out for you. If that, if you understood all that, if there's anything else I could go over, I'd be happy to do so. All right. Thanks.